very good afternoon to all of you. Now, the moment they say uplift the spirit, and when I was told that I have to give this speech, I felt really on tenterhooks because I always have had this impression that giving such uplifting speeches means you have to be formal, you have to, build this impression that you are this great being standing right in front and giving you all inspiration. But today, given the little amount of experience I have, I thought of actually coming up with a story to share with all of you today. But right before that, I had a poem to just summarize up what I'm going to talk about. So here it is for you. I hear the splashes of waves with gushes of water pulling back and forth, the quirky and murky thoughts of minds, a flux and shocks of returns and rewinds, the sorries and worries that we tell, the thank yous and love yous of wishing well. They are not as complex as this one gift, the act of knowing not to grieve. My friends, one of the most difficult things that we always have in phasing up, we always talk about, when we talk about uplifting ourselves, feeling very much optimistic, we talk about perseverance, we talk about resilience, and we talk about the end product, which is excellence. But my friends, trust me, it is not a very easy road. Because first of all, to know all this, we have to learn how to take things in our stride. And that is to know not to grieve, how to feel upset about something. So, my apologies, but I'm not really going to give out a speech per se. But I'm today going to share with you all a story, a very interesting and mysterious story. And the title of the story is Can't Wait for So Long. Once upon a time, there was a girl called Mei Lin. She had everything she needed in life: education, beauty, wealth, etc. But she did not have just one thing. And that one thing was making her get so apprehensive. Can any of you guess what was that one thing she did not have?
Patience.
Boyfriend. Yes, you're right. It's the best speed at which I got the answer. So she didn't have a boyfriend. And this was one thing that really made her feel so upset and grieve about it. For reunion dinner, for instance, while her cousins brought in Chris Pratt, Tom Cruise and Shah Rukh Khan, she would bring in Albert Khan, her father. This was something that made her feel so uneasy, my friends, that she even had this habit of staying up late at night drinking kopi o at a coffee shop nearby her house. But there was this one particular night where everything just changed for her. It was 1 a.m. in the morning and Mei Lin was still sitting at the coffee shop. As she stared at the blank space, a man blocked her view. He was wearing a white shirt with a conspicuous big fat mole on his nose, with some hair sprouting up from it. And not to mention the odd golden tooth that was too hard to go unnoticed when he smiled. On the whole, she didn't want to look at his face again. He approached her and he said, "Is this seat taken?" he asked. "No," she replied. "All right then, I shall sit here." Saying so, he sat right beside her, and she felt really creepy. "Why are you sitting here?" "I've told you that I didn't say that you can sit here." And immediately he said, "It's not just this seat that's not been taken. Even you have not been taken, right?" Immediately, Mei Lin stared at the guy and said, "Are you that cheeky Chikope uncle who my neighborhood is searching for?" "Good try, young lady, but no," he replied. The mysterious old man looked straight into her eyes and said, "You are looking for someone in your life, aren't you?" And he paused. Now Mei Lin was stunned because he could read her mind. And they started talking and she shared her frustration. Now, the mysterious old man had this special red stone. Now this stone had the power to attract anything that one desired. He handed over the red color stone to her and told her that she would be able to fulfill her wish of finding that one perfect man for her. However, there was a catch to it. Within 7 months of a relationship, she would have to report to the old man and give him whatever reward he asked for as fees. With the helpless desire to attain what she wanted, Mei Lin finally agreed, and as promised by the old man, she found the man of her dreams. Everything seemed so heavenly, and 7 months passed by so quickly. And then, one night, the old man turned up at the coffee shop again. Now Mei Lin knew what she was supposed to do. She looked at the man straight and said, "Tell me, how do I repay you?" He looked at her, his arms such, and said, "Marry me, The young woman was stunned. Akong, you siao ah? Well, young lady, you gave me your word, didn't you? Look, if I can give you something, it won't take me very long to snatch it back from you, right? Maylin was shocked. She knew that she was trapped and she had no choice. But she did not know what to do. It was at that helpless moment where she begged on and asked the old man, please, please, give me a chance. I mean, I definitely wouldn't want to marry a man like you. Please understand, you're like my grandpa. But the man wouldn't relent. But finally, for some reason, he had a soft spot for her and he agreed to let her off with one condition. She had to take on the task of finding out his name. Now, the more scarier thing is, this man was not visible to anyone except for Maylin. So there was no other way she could escape but to find out his name. The best part is, Maylin was only given 2 days to find out his name. So Maylin's search began. She went on searching Google, searching helplessly day and night to find out what that name could be. The old man had warned her that his name was the most strangest name that he would have ever heard of. Anyone would have ever heard of. And that set her on to finding out really unique and bizarre names as far as possible. And she even prepared a long list of the entire possible names. The day finally came. She looked at the old man and gave several suggestions of possible names. The man simply gave a grin on his face and said, no, that's not the name. She went on, but her efforts were proving futile. Finally, she was only left with 5 minutes. The clock was ticking, tick-tock, tick-tock, and yet she hadn't found out the name of the person. The man started losing his patience, and he kept saying, can you just give up? The young woman said, no, I wouldn't, and she went on trying to guess out his name. Finally, the man, out of irritation, the old man just said, you know what, girl? I can't wait for so long. Can you just give up and accept defeat? As if that eureka moment struck her, Maylin went straight to the man and said, old man, can you just repeat what you said again? Yeah, accept defeat. No, not that. Old man, you said something right before that. Can you repeat that again? Oh God, I can't wait for so long. Can you accept defeat? Yes, exactly, old man. I have to ask you, is your name by any chance Can't wait for so long? The moment the old man heard her name, he was filled with so much of anger as a wave of rage swept his face, and within minutes he was gone. And Maylin, meanwhile, for guessing the name correctly, lived happily ever after with her loved one. My friends, you might be wondering why on earth is Loshni today talking to us about a Singaporean version that she has created about Rumpelstiltskin. My friends, this story, as funny as it may seem to be, has a lot of meanings that I would like to share with you. Firstly, Maylin's courtship of 7 months represented the 7 effective habits that we can develop in our journey in pursuit of fulfilling our goals. Oh, and before that, the red stone that I was mentioning to you represents our desire and goals, while the 2 days represents faith and calmness. As you would have heard of the 7 highly effective people, yeah, so these are the 7 of them. To be proactive, to begin with the end in mind, to put first things first, to think win-win, to seek to understand first, and then to be understood, to synergize and sharpen the sword. So as you could see throughout, this were all the 7 things that she had applied. And in the end, she was able to find out the answer and release herself. My friends, we always have the tendency to know what we want to do. But it's only a question of whether we have the grit to take things in our stride at the most crucial situation, just like how Maylin had a hard time guessing that strange name. We always come with such situations, but little do we realize that the solution sometimes lies within us to find out. So it's only in your hands to be determined, confident, and unravel that answer in you, even in the most crucial point of time. Back to you, Toastmasters.